those of you who are feeling called to this reading in particular, welcome to your mystery reading. The first thing that we're going to do is shuffle out one card from the Magical Dogs Tarot to get the context or the general energy of your reading. If you want to be a part of the community that I'm trying to create, subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you're interested, you can also find me on TikTok. The link to that will be in the description. And before I get you your first card, remember that this is a general reading that could be meant for more than one person. So if you're struggling to find meaning in a message, that's okay, just let it go, because it might just be meant for someone else. And if it truly was meant for you, the universe and your spirit guides will make that obvious to you either sometime during this reading or sometime during this during your journey. I almost said this journey. So there could be something here about a specific journey. I'm also feeling something here about a story, maybe your story, a story that you keep telling yourself. It could literally be anything, maybe a significant book. Just take it however it resonates. I just saw 122. That's a message that change starts with you. There's something here about a story. It does feel like it's more like your story. That could have something to do with making a difference and helping the world release what no longer works. There was also another thing that came through, but I don't remember it, so I guess I'm just not supposed to tell you. But, oh yeah, if you hear like any talking in the background or anything like that, that's just my sister playing Sims, so don't mind that. But the video game Sims itself could be significant in some way. The belief that life is a simulation could be significant in some way. That's not to say I do or don't believe that, it's just coming through for you. But for your card, we have the Death card, and I just saw 222. Something in your life is either coming to an end or needs to come to an end, so that way you can have more balance in your life, more peace, more harmony. It really feels like there's something here that is disturbing or disrupting your energy or your flow. This could even have something to do with your own toxic, self-destructive habits that you could be releasing. I don't know, whatever it is. It feels like this ending in your life has a very strong sense of magic. I mean, with something to lose, there's something to gain. It does feel like there could be a message here for someone about making room for better, releasing what you don't deserve so that way you can make room for what you do deserve. You need to take more seriously how you express yourself or how you project yourself, because that plays a huge role in terms of what is possible for you. Regardless of what this ending is about, there is something here about feeling more confident, feeling more fiery, more passionate in a way. And you can use this energy. It's a double-edged sword. Your passion could either be used for good to make life easier. It could be used for bad to make life more challenging. So definitely take more seriously how you show up in the world if you want easier, better outcomes in life. With this dog here and like this hand, like there's definitely, it really feels like there's something here about magic or light energy. You could be feeling more powerful. You definitely could be stepping more into your power, and that's a good thing. That's definitely what the universe and your spirit guides want you to do. They want you to use your power for your highest good and the highest good of all, rather than self-gain. Not to say you're using it for self-gain, but take that message however it resonates. The Death card here has the number 13 on it, so I am feeling this pretty strong energy, like I said before about how with something to lose, there's something to gain. There's a lot to gain from this loss. Paradoxes, could be significant as well for you. The number 13 comes down to a 5, so that's definitely a confirmation of some sort of change happening in your life or internally. Maybe it could be both. But now I'm going to move on to a deck big enough to shuffle from this box of cards that I have. We're just going to get a few of these cards to look a little deeper into this energy. I'm really excited. I really love the spread that I'm doing right now and just how my readings work in general, because that message about some sort of story being significant, I got that from thinking about how, like, my readings, I record like 4 at a time, and they always connect, and so it's more exciting for me to make tarot readings because it feels like some sort of story is being told, and something about a story being told could definitely be significant for someone. Whatever changes you're making in your life, they do have an impact bigger than just you and your reality. Remember that we, humanity, all of us, we're all connected. We're also connected to literally everything else on an energetic level. But let's see what card is coming through for you. We have the 3 of Wands. Literally it says passion, desire, and will. And on the other side it says looking ahead, expansion, rapid growth, concrete plans, preparation for action, ready to overcome obstacles. And of course the number 3. And it also says details here. Recognizing how connected you truly are to others and just the universe in general really makes it all the more important for you to take seriously how you show up in the world. So when you think you don't have an impact or any kind of influence, think again. Because no matter how big that impact or influence is, it's still there and it's still going to have an effect. But yeah, with this ending in your life, with letting something go, there's just so much passion and fire and drive. And with this card about expansion, it really feels like you're being called to use this fiery, passionate energy to expand, to give yourself even more. Maybe there is some sort of opportunity here to upgrade in some way. Better job, better home, better people in your life. Whatever it is, you're definitely being called to expand at this time. You have made room and now it's time to fill that space, like I said before, with what you deserve. And I saw 111. When it comes to what you deserve, trust yourself and believe in yourself to be able to attain that, because believing in something doesn't, believing that something is going to work out doesn't automatically mean that it's going to, because, sometimes it doesn't for some reason or another. But having faith is going to give you the best possible outcome, even if that outcome is not what you wanted or what you expected. This card also says expression and creativity, and of course growth. I feel like growing, you've already done some of that growth. It's just with this fiery, passionate energy, you need to express it in some way that helps you expand and helps bring you more, which you should know, and if you don't, maybe it's time to do some exploring. But for your next card, we have the crown chakra, the color indigo, and it says I know. And the crown, of course, it's an obvious symbol for me. Oh my goodness, which honestly could be an obvious symbol for you. I saw 222 again. It does feel like you're coming out on top here, in some way, feeling like a king or a queen, or feeling like royalty in some way. I'm sawing 2, 3, 4. If you're feeling that way, it's happening for a reason. You deserve to feel aligned and in touch with your power, with your true potential. But if you see a crown, that feels like it is some sort of significant sign for you, like maybe a sign of your power or a reminder that you are powerful, or it could mean something specific to you. It's just like crowns as a symbol. The universe and your spirit guides might be trying to communicate with you through that symbol. But this crown chakra, I know you have definitely gained a lot of wisdom, a lot of information, and it's just very, very clear that you're being called to use what you have learned to make a difference in the way that you feel called to. You don't have to be a tarot reader. You don't have to do something creative. I just saw 333. However you're feeling called to expand, move in that direction. You have your own specific, unique purpose. You are where you are for a reason. You're being called where you're being called for a reason. You've grown, and now it's time to expand. It's time for you to have more and to move on to bigger and better things. I'm also feeling something here about how you might be receiving more obvious, interesting, or magical messages from the universe and your spirit guides, so don't overlook those. This is really being confirmed with this magical energy in the Death card here. There's definitely something here about magic. Magic could mean something different than what I think magic means. Just, take it however it resonates, but there's definitely something magical about this, and if you're wondering if that's real, here's this reading to tell you it is. But for your last card, we have the Five of Swords, logic, ideas, and intellect. It says unbridled ambition, win at all costs, sneakiness, victory and consequence, resentment from removing opponent's ability to fight back, isolation. So it does feel like there is still some sort of inner conflict that you need to work through, or that you need to continue to work through. So for somebody watching this, doing something creative, expanding, moving on to bigger and better things that could be more down the line, and that reading is just here for you to tell you that you are on the right track. You're heading exactly where you want to go. Don't be too specific about future outcomes. Just trust that you are going to be happy with them. And also, make sure you have control over that fire within you. Make sure that you put your morals before outcomes, before status, before your image. Also, if you do feel called to expand in some way, to invest this fiery energy in a creative way, or just anyway, make sure you stay connected with the purpose of why you are doing what you're doing, so that way you can stay committed. Because if you're doing it for the outcome, it's going to be a lot harder to stay committed. So stay connected with that purpose. Stay connected with your purpose. And then this card says change, conflict, and expansion. I never saw 5 as like an expansion card, but I mean, it does make sense. But it's really interesting how that's really being confirmed, because I usually associate growth and expansion together, especially with the number 333. That could be a significant number for you, but we have growth and expansion right here. Expansion and growth. So confirmation there if anyone needs it. Any of the changes that are happening in your life, it really feels like they are trying to help you become more comfortable with change, with stepping into your courage, so you can truly, truly pursue your purpose in the way the universe and your spirit guides intend. And if you feel any resentment at all from having to let someone or something go, keep working through that. The goal is to have peace, to truly let go. Don't hold yourself back. Don't be your own worst enemy. Don't stand in your own way. Based on this reading, you've already come, some amount of way to get to where you are, and you don't want to backtrack by falling back into, those self-destructive habits or toxic thinking patterns. Keep holding yourself accountable so you can get even further. But that will be the end of your reading. I hope that it was helpful or relevant in some way. If you liked it, the like button to show me that. That is the best way to support me. And if you'd like to offer even more support, you can donate through the thanks button directly below the video. Absolutely not obligated, but always very much appreciated. Feel free to leave a comment as well. I'd really love to connect with you more. And thank you so much to those of you who have shown your support thus far. It really does mean a lot and really does make a difference. And the last thing that I want to say is thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you around.